Before I start this video, I just need to talk about something that is really, really important, and not just on behalf of myself, but also a bunch of other creators as well. You might have noticed in a lot of people's comment sections, there is currently so many fake accounts that are being made of YouTubers specifically. I'm sure this probably happens on other platforms as well, but I've mostly seen it on YouTube. Fake accounts that are made with the exact same picture and the same name as the YouTuber themselves, and they are replying to people's comments in the comment section saying, contact me, you've won a prize, you've won my giveaway, contact this to win a prize, and it will say either to WhatsApp them, message them, Telegram them, whatever the I don't even know what Telegram is. And these accounts are asking you guys to contact them, claiming that you've won some kind of prize and that you need to message them to claim your prize. But it is not me. I just want to say, those comments saying that you've won a giveaway, it's not me. I would only ever contact you from my SOPH Does Life YouTube page, which has a little tick next to it to say that it's verified. Before you think that you've won any kind of giveaway, the account that is messaging you, click on the account to check that it's actually the person that you think it is. Because if you were to click on these people that say, SOPH Does Life, you've won a prize, if you click on their YouTube page, they have like no subscribers, it's not me. I would never make a whole new account just to announce a giveaway winner. Obviously, if I'm doing a giveaway with a brand, then it's slightly different and they might contact you. Basically, what I'm just trying to say is be careful. There are so many scammers out there. I block and delete these accounts every time I report them, and every single video, new accounts are just getting made, and there's no way for me to stop that. The only way that I could stop that is to limit all of my comments and have to approve every single comment that I get on every single video, and I don't want to have to do that. Whenever I see comments like this, for me, because I'm so kind of like clued up about it, it's so blindingly obvious to me that it's a scam, but unfortunately a lot of people don't know that, and I've been getting daily messages from people saying, oh, is this you? I got this message from you on YouTube, and I'm like, no. And unfortunately, a couple of my subscribers have messaged me to say that they have reached out to this WhatsApp number and contacted who they think is me, and they've been messaging back and forward, and the person says like, oh, congrats, you've won this amazing giveaway, and then they will say, you have to pay for shipping. Shipping's going to be £100. They will then ask for your bank details or something and get personal information out of you. Please do not communicate with these people. If you see any of those comments down below, please report the account and block them. Don't engage with them at all. Just report and block if you see any of those fake accounts. I just thought that the easiest way to address this would be in a video, which hopefully will get the attention of more people. And if you see this on other creators' comment sections as well, please also don't fall for it there. Just be very, very, very careful, because there are so many scams about at the moment, not even just on YouTube, like with so many aspects of life. I would just say really check before you reply back to something or click a link of something, or, you know, if anything seems a bit like, oh, that's good news, double check that it's real before you engage with whatever it is. Just wanted to get that out of the way. But yeah, like I said, it's not just me, it's like pretty much every single person that I watch on YouTube, I go on their channel and in the comments there's fake people pretending to be them, claiming that people have won giveaways. It's gross. It is gross, but unfortunately there are some awful people out there, so just be careful is what I wanted to say, and I just wanted to clear that up. And if you see anybody else engaging with these people, please let them know. And now we've got that out of the way, I thought in this video I'm gonna sit here and do my makeup with some new stuff. I've got this amazing new Beauty Bay palette. It's called their Dark Fantasy palette, and it looks stunning. Look at that. So I'm going to be doing an eye look with this. I might recreate one of Taylor's looks because it's got all the right kind of colours in it. And also, while I sit here and play with some makeup, I am going to react to some of your unpopular opinions. Let's do it. Oh, by the way as well, my hair, as you can tell, it's already faded quite a lot. Like, it's definitely a lot lighter. This is after 2 washes, by the way. I do kind of want to see how it fades and just like leave it alone, but then also I want to top it up and do it even darker. So I'm just like, oh, which one do I do? Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I've already got like a tinted moisturizer thing on. It's the Nabla one, the Skin Realist Beautifying Tinted Balm. This stuff is really nice. I've got the shade Light too, and I am going to put a tiny little bit more on. I don't really need more, but I just want to top it up a little bit. I'd taken Pink out for a dog walk, and at the moment I don't have any fake tan on my face, and like there's just such a big contrast between my face and my neck, but the consistency of this stuff is so nice and it is so glowy. I love it. You guys actually put me onto this. This was from one of my videos where you guys told me your favourite products. For my concealer, I'm going to use a mix of the original e.l.f. concealer and then the hydrating camo concealer. Medium peach in the regular one and light beige in the hydrating one. I don't know what some of you are on, but some of these unpopular opinions are really weird. You know what? The most popular unpopular opinion is so many Beyonce haters. Somebody said, I strongly dislike Beyonce and I don't necessarily enjoy pizza. You don't like pizza? That's crazy. And somebody else said, what's the deal on Beyonce? People saying Beyonce isn't that good. Beyonce is overrated. Honestly, so many Beyonce haters. I've got to say, right, I am not by any means a Beyonce hater. I think she's incredibly talented. Like, if you watch any of her videos of her singing live, her vocals are stunning. Like, she is incredibly talented, but I kind of see where people are coming from in that. I don't know, well, I guess I'm exactly the same with Taylor Swift, like a massive fan, but for me personally, like the music that she makes just isn't my kind of music. Her early stuff, yes, and like her stuff with Destiny's Child, yes, but her more recent stuff, like her new album, like I tried listening to it and it's just not my kind of music. But people go crazy for Beyonce and literally treat her like she is a god. I'm using the Nude Sticks face stick in Bondi Bay. This one's going to be controversial. I'm going to speak my mind on this. I want people to be okay with pineapple on pizza. Too much hate on that in my opinion. What I don't get about this argument, fair enough, you cannot like pineapple on pizza. But I swear to God, people hate on this so much because it's a trend. Do you actually care if somebody eats pineapple on pizza? And if you do actually care about someone else eating pineapple on pizza, I think you need to reevaluate your life. Like... I am personally somebody that enjoys pineapple on pizza. I don't know. Sometimes on my Instagram story, I would post a picture of me eating pineapple on pizza. And I get people messaging me being like, I'm going to have to unfollow you because you're eating pineapple on pizza. And I'm like, is it really that deep? I get that it's not a traditional Italian thing and I completely respect that that's their culture. But fine, like if you don't want to eat pineapple on pizza, don't eat pineapple on pizza. But the way that people get so angry about it and they're like, oh, no, it's disgusting. I can't follow you anymore. I'm like, what? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, do you actually really care? And oh my God, I had this I had this on my stories the other week when it came to some scones with an afternoon tea. Scones, scone, however you want to say it. Again, I don't care. Say it how you want to say it. Oh my God, I posted a picture of this scone on my story. It was jam first and then cream. And my God, I have never had so many angry DMs of people saying, oh my God, Soph, I'm going to have to unfollow you. Your jam is on before the cream. And there was just so much rivalry. And again, like, I think it's something to do with like the Cornish and Devon divide of like one of them does it one way, one of them does it the other. But like, really? Is it really important? It all goes in the same hole. It all tastes the same. Honestly, do you really care? I think it's just like a big hyped thing that people like are kind of joking about. But when people are like so serious about it, I'm like, do you actually really care? Or are you just saying that because it's a trend to be like, oh my God, no, it goes this way? Like, I don't get it. I just post on my stories like, just get a life. Who cares about which order you put the cream and the jam on a fucking scone? It just made me laugh. I just found it so funny how people get so invested in that. I like to put a massive dollop of jam, spread it about a bit, and then a massive dollop of cream. But however a scone is served to me, I'm gonna eat it because it tastes nice. So yeah, I guess sound off in the comments below. Friend to friend, do you really care? Or do you just like to hate on it because it's popular to hate on it? This is the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Hope. Oh, this next one is gonna make someone really mad. This person was very passionate, but they've said, seeing people put blush on their nose makes my blood boil. It's ridiculous and makes no sense. Again, I find this really funny because I put blush on my nose. Okay, the reason I like to put blush on my nose is because I really like the sunburnt look. For me personally, I find that it sculpts my nose a little bit. It just brings a little bit more colour to the middle of my face. And I'm sure, you know what, I'm sure probably one day we will look back and be like, why were we putting blush on our nose? The same way that it used to be like highlight the tip of your nose so that it looks like a freaking icicle. And like the super strong white highlighter. Like, makeup trends come and go. The blush on the nose thing, I personally really like it. I used to put it on the tip of my nose, which I felt like makes you look a little bit more like cold flushed. Does that make any sense? I don't know, you've been outside in the snow and you've got like this cute little red nose. Now I like to put it on the bridge of my nose because I feel like it looks a little bit sort of like sunburn. Not that sunburn is a good thing, but it just makes me look a bit more sun-kissed. And I just personally quite like how it looks. And I mean, if you don't like putting blush on your nose, that is perfectly fine. I just found it hilarious how this person was very passionate about how they do not like blush on the nose. It makes their blood boil. And if it does make your blood boil, I'm very sorry. I'm going to continue to put blush on my nose. But with makeup stuff, like honestly, just do what you enjoy doing. Oh my God, I'm so excited to try this. I did an order from Sephora. There will be a video coming soon. But one of the things that I got is the Huda Beauty Pound Cake Easy Bake Powder. I've been meaning to get my hands on this for a while because the banana, is it the banana bread one that I usually use? It's slightly too dark. This is one of my favourite powders I've ever, why is it open? I've literally never opened it before. Interesting. Like, honestly, with makeup, there are some things that I look at and I'm like, I really don't like that, but I just keep those opinions to myself, you know, because I don't want to upset anybody. It's just my opinion, and I just think that everybody should do their makeup how they want to do their makeup. Okay, so I'm just getting rid of the creases, and then quick before it creases again. Oh my gosh, yeah, because something that used to make my blood boil was people baking their under eyes, because I'd be like, how can they do that without looking like a dry, wrinkly ball sack? I used to never, ever, ever bake my under eyes because I feel like it just made me look so wrinkly, but you know what I think it is? I was using way too much powder. I discovered powders that were a lot more lightweight and they didn't look as wrinkly under the eyes. The second thing is I started getting older and a bit more wrinkly myself, and I found that my concealer started creasing more under my eyes, and actually pushing in the powder into my under eyes I find that it creases a little bit less. I don't go like crazy overboard with it. This one I had a few of, and I'm just gonna have to take it because, you know, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I had a few people saying they don't like Taylor Swift, or Taylor Swift is overhyped. I get it, but also, you're wrong. I think, oh my god, this is powder is literally gone everywhere. You know what I think it is? For somebody that hasn't been a Taylor Swift fan for a long time and they don't know much about Taylor, I can see how the media and like so much attention about Taylor would make you think like, oh, it's annoying me, there's stuff about Taylor Swift everywhere, which, I mean, if you follow me on Twitter, that I'm one of those people that tweets way too much about Taylor Swift, but am I ashamed? No. I have obviously been a fan of her for many, many years. It's coming up to 14 years. I'm getting old. Being so invested in her life and knowing like how much she puts into her music and writes all of her songs, and like some of the things that she writes about being so incredibly relatable as I was growing up. Like, I have such a connection to her music, and I totally get that if you don't, and you don't know much about her, and you're just like listening to her songs and you don't know about the whole process behind it and how like creative her mind is, I can see why you might think that she's overhyped, because, you know, she's obviously incredibly popular, her stuff is everywhere, and so yeah, like I do get that. I don't agree, but I do get it. Listen to whatever music you want to listen to, but also stream Midnights. Just using a bit of the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. Let me get a drugstore blush because everything's been a bit expensive so far. I'm going to use this Kiko blush in the shade 02. It's one of their unlimited blushes. I think these are about £6 or £7. I really like this one, and I don't think it's an unpopular opinion. Maybe among influencers. I think this is quite a popular opinion. People posting beauty content should have to declare blurring and smoothing filters like they do #ad. I think a time will come where people will have to declare if they are using some kind of filter. Some people do this. I've spoken quite openly on my Instagram stories about back in the days of like the beaming highlighter and the Nikki tutorials, everything. I used to face tune my pictures to like smooth my skin and make my highlighter brighter and like make my eyes brighter. But I have now stopped doing that. By the way, I'm using this Colourpop highlighter in Flexitarian. I no longer face tune my pictures, and if I do, it will be for a specific reason, like, I don't know, editing out a strand of hair that's like across my eyeball or something. But if I have edited something, then I will let you guys know, either like on my stories or in the caption of the picture. But a lot of the time it's just like good lighting. Like right now I've got my really bright lights on. It makes your skin look smoother, like ring lights make your skin look smoother. Lighting can do a whole lot, but when it comes to blurring and smoothing filters, especially when people are doing ads, that rubs me the wrong way. Like, if people have got a smoothing filter on and they're like advertising a foundation, I'm like, well, we can't bloody see what the foundation looks like. And honestly, I would not be mad if this became a thing, because I think that social media can be really damaging for a lot of people and a lot of young girls. And the worst though is people editing their bodies. I cannot get on board with that. Like, I unfollowed everybody that edits their bodies because I just can't stand it. I think it would be quite a good move for people to have to disclose whether they've used like a smoothing filter or something. But then at the same time, I guess it's quite hard to police, because how would people prove it? I'm going to use the Rare Beauty Brow Pencil actually. I forgot about this completely until recently. It's in the shade Cool Brown and it's got the pencil on one side. Actually, let me just zoom you in. This next one, I'm like, do I even engage with this? Somebody has said, dating your cousin isn't that weird. Yes, it is. I really hope that person was joking. You've got to be joking here. Cocoa Pops and orange juice instead of milk is top tier. I hope that you're joking. If you're not and you genuinely enjoy Cocoa Pops with orange juice, I'm slightly worried why your taste buds enjoy that, but I mean, fair. In my eyes, as a Cocoa Pop lover, that is very messed up. But you do you. Maybe I should try it. There's quite a lot of people saying that ketchup is gross. I can see why some people would think it was gross, but I am personally a ketchup lover. People are gonna roast me for this one. I used to eat my vegetables with ketchup, like broccoli. I would dip my broccoli into ketchup. The brow gel from the Rare Beauty pencil is really good. Oh crap, I didn't mean to make them so bold. Oh, somebody said celebrities need to stop coming out with makeup and skincare brands. I partially agree. However, there are a lot of celebrities that seem to just come up with a brand for the sake of it. Like, what's his name? Travis, Kourtney Kardashian's husband, Travis Barker from Blink-182. He recently launched a skincare line. I'm like, does he really have an interest in skincare, or has he just been influenced by his wife being a Kardashian? So I'm gonna get started and use the Beauty Bay Dark Fantasy palette, which looks like these. Oh, the Beauty Bay eyeshadows are just so gorgeous. I'm gonna try and recreate this look of Taylor from the Bejewelled music video. And Pat McGrath now does Taylor Swift's makeup, but I could not find any green glitter on Pat McGrath's website, so I don't know what palette is she's used on Taylor, but I'm gonna use this one because it's got all the exact same colors. So we're gonna start with the shimmery blue, which is called Sauce, and I'm gonna put that on my outer corners. There are some celebrities that come out with makeup lines and you can tell that they've actually really put everything into it to make it a good quality brand, and they have a genuine interest in it. For example, Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. It is an incredible makeup brand. It's actually one of my favorite makeup brands, and that is a celebrity makeup brand where you can clearly tell that Selena has a lot of input. She cares about the product. She's not just releasing shit. Whereas some celebrities do just seem to release things that are kind of like half-assed and mediocre just to make quick money. I don't mind as long as they are genuinely interested in it. I think, like, yeah, don't feel like you have to buy a celebrity's makeup brand or beauty brand or product just because they're the face of it. This is a beautiful blue colour, by the way, but I'm having to build it up slightly. I don't think I'm gonna go as dramatic with the wing as Taylor's. Maybe I'll bring it out a little bit more than this. Oh, somebody has said Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. They don't like the colour at all. Well, I guess it's not for everyone. I personally love the colour of Pillow Talk. It's fair enough if you don't like it. I mean, I guess it's not going to match everybody's skin tone. They do like different versions. They've got like a medium and dark Pillow Talk shade. It's kind of just like a pinky toned colour. But that being said, I do actually have other lipsticks that I prefer to Pillow Talk, that I prefer the colour of slightly. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Pillow Talk, but there are others that I actually like better. So I get your point. This one made me laugh. Okay, there was quite a lot of people saying they don't like Harry Potter. I like Harry Potter. I think the films are great. I haven't read the books. I read the first book and then got bored. Probably an unpopular opinion, but I just don't really read books because I just can't pay attention long enough to read a whole book. But yeah, lots of people saying that Harry Potter is really overrated and they don't like Harry Potter, which fair enough. I see, like, there's some hardcore Harry Potter fans, and like, oh my god, like the Harry Potter merch in Primark. I'm just like, really? Do people actually wear that? I mean, if you do, like, go off, like, live your best life, but I don't know, so much of the Harry Potter stuff, I'm just like, at this point it just is too much. See, I get that one, but this person has said I really don't like Dumbledore. What did Dumbledore do to you? The fact that they're like passionate about really disliking a fictional character. I guess like Dumbledore in the films is a bit of a national treasure. Everybody loves him. So if you don't like him, I guess you are in the minority. I really would like to know what Dumbledore has personally done to you. Please let us know. Oh, loads of people saying they don't like Friends and they think that Friends is way overrated and they think that it's shit. I like Friends. Like, I've never been a massive fan of Friends. I do enjoy it. I think it's a good show. It's a good thing to kind of like watch in the background. I used to watch it a lot of the time when I was ill and like off school, and it would be on TV all day every day on some of the channels. I think it's good, but I don't think it's the best thing in the world. But then also there are certain shows that I like that other people think are absolute crap. Like, I was a massive fan of Pretty Little Liars. I've still just used that one blue shade and it's beautiful. It's kind of a bit spongy in texture, so it needs a little bit of building up, and to be honest it probably would have gone on better with my finger, but I wanted quite a precise shape. It's got a bit of a purple like reflect to it. Somebody said so many YouTubers act younger than they are to keep an audience. Back to school hauls in their 30s. Oh, yeah, a lot of people do that. I'm taking the sparkly green, which is called Machine, and I'm going to put that on the inner corners. Yeah, there were lots of, especially American YouTubers, that were doing back to school hauls for way too long. But then I don't know, I think I did back to school makeup videos when I was not at school anymore. Oh my god, that shade is gorgeous. But yeah, people do it to appeal to a certain audience, and I guess if they had like a younger following and they know that the type of people that are going to watch their videos are going to be younger people, they just keep up with the with that kind of image because it's good for their business, you know? So I mean, that's definitely true, but I do get it. This color. I'm gonna take some of this dark matte blue and just put a little bit on my outer corners. Somebody has said couples that overshare their happiness on social media are not that happy at all. A lot of the time this is actually the case. Well, actually from just people, not even just influencers, like people that I've known in my life where they've been like posting every day about their partner, like sharing on their stories all the time, posting like, oh my god, I love them so much, and then actually like a couple months later they break up and you find out that they've had like an awful relationship. That does happen quite often, and I think sometimes like the posting on social media can kind of be to overcompensate for the fact that their relationship isn't that great and they're just trying to make it look better than it is and trying to convince themselves that they're happy. That does happen a lot. However, that being said, I still know plenty of people that post about their relationship and it's actually like a good relationship. I think it's just really mixed. Like, yeah, there's been a lot of social media influencers as well, and like YouTubers and stuff and TikTokers that have been posting all about their relationship, and then later on you find out that the relationship was really toxic and you're kind of like, damn, why was I comparing myself to this relationship online when that wasn't even real, you know? Try your best to take everything with a pinch of salt and just think like, oh, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. I mean, like for me, for example, like me and James obviously do share some of our relationship online, but not like loads. We keep a lot of it private. But, you know, we don't have a perfect relationship. A lot of couples will have, you know, like little disagreements here and there because there's no perfect humans, you know. And I know it's easier said than done, but just try to not compare yourself to people online. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. I'm just taking a bit of powder foundation to just clean up the edges a little bit. This is the one size powder foundation. I've got the shade Fair 5. Oh my god, some of these make me laugh. Somebody said, tea is disgusting and smells like bins. I am also a British person that does not like tea. I like bubble tea when it's like fruity, passion fruit, peach. I like peach iced tea, but an actual cup of tea, I also cannot get on board with it. I'm very sorry to all of the tea lovers out there. To me, I also kind of get what you mean. Like, it just doesn't really smell or taste nice. It kind of tastes like mud to me, like, or just like earth. I don't know. It's just not for me. Someone has said following naked girls and boys when you have a partner is cheating. So is watching porn. If somebody truly loves you, then they won't want to look at anybody else. I don't agree with that. I know that lots of people have like opinions about like porn and following other people on Instagram and stuff. I personally don't think that it's cheating, and I think that it's like a natural human instinct. Obviously there are some things where it would go too far, like if you're actually like communicating with these people that you're watching and like forming any kind of like relationships with them, then fine, yes, cheating. If that is what you know, those are your boundaries with your partner. Everyone has different ideas of what is cheating in a relationship, but as long as you've established that with your partner beforehand, then fine, do whatever you want. I'm going to use this one, by the way, which is called Nightmare. With the point about if you really loved somebody, you wouldn't want to look at anybody else. Obviously, when you're out and about in the world, like, you're going to come across other people. I'm sure like most couples would walk past somebody in the street or like see a celebrity and you can both agree that that is an attractive person, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna then go and pursue something with that person. And I kind of think it's the same thing with like people, you know, following other girls on Instagram or guys on Instagram or, you know, people on Instagram or watching porn. Like, they are appreciating an attractive person, but it doesn't mean that they're then gonna go and shag them, you know? That's just my personal opinion of it. Like, I think it's quite a normal thing, but I also think it's quite a normal thing for people to feel like that way as well. And if that's how you feel, then obviously you need to find a partner that also agrees with you and respects that, and then you'll be absolutely fine. It's like people obsessing over celebrities. Like, so many people are in love with Harry Styles, but it doesn't mean they want to go and, actually, I'm sure a lot of people do want to shag him, but it doesn't mean that people are going then to go out of their way to cheat on their partner with said hot celebrity. Do you know what I mean? That's just my views on it anyway. But yeah, I think the most important thing is that you establish what you are comfortable with your significant other. I'm just using the green on my inner corners, by the way. Taylor's green is a lot more intense than mine, but those shades are absolutely stunning. They just kill it with their palettes every time. I'm just using a bit of gold glitter instead of green, although it kind of still looks a bit green because it's got the green underneath. Although, why is this burning my eyes? This one I wholeheartedly agree with, and I tweeted about this the other week. Somebody has said pumpkin spice lattes are minging, and I have to say I fully agree. I think that they are gross. And I think that pumpkin flavor anything, like to me it tastes like you're eating a Christmas candle. I know that some people find it quite comforting and warming, but I just cannot get on that trend. This is Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy glitter eyeliner. I'm gonna try this mascara today, which is the Milk Makeup Rise Mascara. Listen to the packaging. It's like got a silicone. Wait, does it come out of there? Oh my god, it does come out of there. Oh my god, it actually comes off. And look, it's got this like silicone covering on it. Oh, that is so fun to play with. I don't think you're supposed to take it off though. Cool. Ooh, interesting brush. Somebody has said laminated brows are fucking ridiculous and should be stopped immediately. Okay, so I get it. I am not the biggest fan personally of like the super stuck down kind of laminated eyebrow look. I like a little bit of it to stick my brows up, but not like crazily stuck down to my face. But on some people it looks pretty cool. I don't know, on some people it looks really cool. Other people just can't pull it off. I am not one of those people that can pull it off. And I actually do get where you're coming from. Like, I get it. I'm sure we will probably look back on the laminated brow phase in a while, in like a few years time, and be like, why were we all doing that? The same way that, like, I don't know, 5 years ago, everybody was using the dip brow pomades and everybody was walking around with like big thick eyebrow slugs. So yeah, I get it. Makeup trends come and go, and they are definitely not for everyone. So this mascara is a very dry formula. The first coat I was like, is giving me nothing. It's okay. It's not giving me the best looking lashes in the world. I do like how it's quite dry though, because usually you can get more volume with dry mascaras. Okay, wait, one thing that I'm noticing with this mascara is when I'm putting it back in the tube, loads of excess product is getting like all messy and it is going a bit clumpy. Okay, that is the eyes done. I'm not the biggest fan of the mascara, to be honest. It's a bit too clumpy. You know what, guys? I'm gonna go for a Pat McGrath lipstick. This is the Matte Trance 476 Dream Lover lipstick. I don't think I've ever tried a Pat McGrath lipstick. It doesn't smell of anything. Oh my god, wait, that's a lot creamier than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like completely matte. You know what? That is really nice. That is a really, really, really nice nude colour, and it feels like it's matte, but it's a really creamy matte, like a comfortable matte. It doesn't feel drying at all, which thank God you would expect, because Pat McGrath is so expensive. I was gifted this lipstick maybe like last year, but I haven't tried it yet, like until now. But I love that. And this is my finished makeup look. What has happened to this side of my hair? The curls have just completely gone. Okay, so that is me done. Wait, let me show you the finished look. This is how everything has turned out. The eyeshadow is very dramatic and I probably wouldn't wear this out, but I really like it. Right, I'm gonna leave this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this was interesting. I hope you guys are doing really good. If you're not subscribed to my channel and you like this kind of stuff, then maybe subscribe. I hope you guys are doing good, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!